Jumping right into it, we are at the finale of the original Infinity Gauntlet. This is issue number 6, and Thanos no longer has the gauntlet because Nebula stole it from him. So he went from being this greatest threat to now an ally of the other heroes. Let's get into it. We start right where we left off with Thanos, Silver Surfer, Warlock, and Doctor Strange confronting Nebula. Thanos tells Nebula to give him back the gauntlet and he'll forgive her and make her chief officer, maybe. Nebula, of course, rejects and traps him in rock. We also learn that because Warlock stands outside of the realms of chaos and order, she cannot see him. Nebula was pissed that Thanos eliminated half of the universe, and she used the gauntlet to make things appear as it was 24 hours ago, which was, before everyone vanished, right? So now our heroes are back alive and half of the universe has returned. This actually left a brief opening because this turned Nebula back into her little busted up self, but it didn't last for that long because she had the gauntlet, right? So now she's back to her usual self. Shortly after, it looks like they tried to make another nab at the gauntlet, only for Silver Surfer to end up struck and Warlock fell off into this rock, into another portal. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. But the most wild thing about all of this, and the really take from this, is that she didn't take into consideration that when she turned everything back, 24 hours back, she also freed the cosmic beings and they began to attack her. So Warlock was transported back to the Soul World alongside Silver Surfer, and it is then revealed that Warlock knew from the get-go that he had to get that gauntlet. That gauntlet had to get off of Thanos because Nebula, she wasn't as experienced and she couldn't sense him, though Thanos would have been able to do that. And he reveals the plan to Silver Surfer and then, becomes one with the Soul Gem, if you will. By doing so, he is able to affect the gauntlet in such a way that it flies off of Nebula's hand. So all the heroes are broken out of their traps, and it is basically a free-for-all for the gauntlet. They are literally fighting each other, but guess who shows up out of nowhere to get it? Of course, Adam Warlock. He yells, "Let this conflict end," as he wields the gauntlet. So everybody's looking at him like, what the hell is he going to do next? And Thanos clicks what looks to be like his belt. He says that he has a thermonuclear device attached to him, and now it will detonate in 15 seconds. He claims that he would much rather die than be in prison. So Thor throws his damn hammer at him, which sends him flying into space, and then Thanos blows up. So it looks like the heroes have won, and Warlock, someone more trustworthy, possesses this infinite power. But we end with a bit of a cliffhanger, because Warlock transports himself, Pip the Troll, and Gamora 60 days into the future on a random planet, and they see Thanos there. It turns out that he, of course, didn't die, but he's left there on this planet just chilling out. Adam Warlock decides to leave him alone and does not kill him or anything like that. And that's how we end the Infinity Gauntlet. What a ride, man. This is one of my favorite arcs because it really set everything up for an epic battle, but it leaves the reader wanting more. What are Warlock's aspirations, for example? Now, Warlock's adventures with these gems do start in a series titled Warlock and the Infinity Watch, which started in 1992. And that begins with Warlock being judged by arguably the most powerful being in all of Marvel, the Living Tribunal. The cosmic entity Eternity is claiming that with all of these Infinity Gems, Warlock possesses power that is rightfully Eternity's, and he is far too reckless, Warlock that is. This is actually pretty funny because Warlock is going ape during this trial and attacking, but the Living Tribunal basically nullifies his power. Now, the ruling is that the Infinity Gems must be separated, but Warlock gets to decide who the individual guardians are of each individual gem. Pip the Troll was given the Space Gem, Moondragon gets the Mind Gem, Drax gets the Power Gem, Gamora gets the Time Gem, and Warlock gets the Soul Gem, which is fitting because that's what he's known for. He's had that once before. They, of course, call themselves the Infinity Watch. But there's one more gem, the Reality Gem. And that went to someone that Warlock said will remain secret to the others. Who? The person who simply would not allow any other person to gather the other gems. Thanos. We'll speak about that next time. But until next time, y'all be easy.